Hey, welcome to Whiskey Time Design. So my life's not boring, so I promise you I'm going to try and make all of these as exciting as I can. Today's tip is going to be about traffic flow in stores and how that can affect sales. Just like great line choice on the racetrack affects your racing speed. So let's go and see if I can do this while racing around a track in my Porsche. Okay, so here we are coming in the first turn. I'm picking the right line, so you've got to pick the right line. So obviously that wasn't working, the mic was bad, my driving was worse, but let's start with tip number one. Tip number one is that you need to make sure that you know which side of the store people are going to walk into. So if you're in the US, which I am right now, we're driving the right hand side of the road. So that means that people in the US are going to walk naturally to the right hand side of the footpath, the right hand of the store when they walk in. So do not put your cash wrap on the right hand side. It is going to stop this beautiful journey. What you do want is when they come in on the right hand side of the store, that is your primary wall. That is where people are going to get the best story, and they're going to have the best product, and they're going to get sucked into your store and want to shop it. So understand what country you're in and where people are going to walk. So tip two is really about getting people to the back of the store, right? You don't want people just to shop the front, you want them to shop the back as well. So in that case, you need something to attract them to the back. So for example, a nice big TV behind the cash wrap at the back, a big illuminated graphic. You'll see this done well in a lot of fashion stores. Something bright and something attractive that drags them to the back of the store. If you're a bicycle store, you could put a big sea of beautiful helmets up there, color-coded and matched and looking spectacular. But you need to drag people around this racetrack, which is your store. So they'll come in, they'll go to the side of the road they drive on, and you drag them to the back with something bright and interesting. So tip number three, don't put stuff in the way of people. Make sure the walkways are clear and wide enough for people to walk through. Probably, 30% of your customers are pushing a pram or a trolley. Make sure there's clearance for them to get through so that they feel like they can flow through your store. Give them a clear path to travel on. So tip four, let's call it dot to dot, because as we get these people walking around the store, we want them to see interesting things that drags them back and around that store a little further. So create hero stories, and we'll talk about that in another video, but have hero stories to drag them through the store from the front to the back and back around the other side of the store. So if you do it right, great traffic flow is going to look like you understand which side of the store people are going to go to when they come in. You are not going to put the cash wrap in their way. You're going to let them have a great story as they walk down that primary wall, and then as you're going to attract them to the back of the store with a bright graphic, and you're not going to make those pathways too narrow. You're going to allow them to push their pram or their trolley down there, and then you are going to give them stories that drag them around the store from a dot to dot scenario. Okay, so go out there, get those stores right. This doesn't need to cost you a lot of money. This is just being smart. Okay, that's it for Randall at Whiskey Time Design. Press that like button, subscribe, and we'll get you some more tips out there to make these stores more profitable for you. Cheers.